What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about is a little bit more technical of an aspect from Call of Duty Black Ops 3, this one being the engine build of the game. Now, some of this information actually is a little bit older, it's been out there, but it's something that as of recently, because of some talks over on Twitter and other social media avenues, there's a lot more attention going towards this topic, and I figure, you know what, it's a good time to talk about it. So I guess we can just jump right into it. The biggest thing out of this is the fact that right now we have not been promised in a marketing campaign to have a brand new engine for Black Ops 3. That may change at some point in time in the later future, but rather we're actually getting noticed that the Black Ops 3 game engine is heavily modified from the Black Ops 2 engine. Now, before we discuss a little bit what that actually means, I think it is very important to note that we actually have not had that, what some people would call a lie, told to us here in the marketing campaign so far. I think that's a really good stretch and very good avenue for Activision to take, because yes, it's not brand new, even though the last games have been modified to the point where it's almost entirely different. It's not, in a sense, brand new, so a lot of people can actually be a little happier at that fact. So, moving into the actual engine itself, what is this? Well, as you guys know, Call of Duty is always based off the very, very base minimum of Quake code and a Quake 3 Arena ID Tech 3 engine. That is what was building all of the basic building blocks for Call of Duty games up until this point. It's almost kind of now become the COD engine, so it's really hard to actually find what is still there. But for the main purpose of everything being said, it is almost entirely different from each game individually. Yes, it's not exactly the same, but it is very different in its own terms and regards. Now, as of Black Ops 3, what they had to do with this one was a little bit different. Instead of actually just adding lines of code and other things like that and making it a simple modification, they completely heavily modified Black Ops 2's engine and added a lot of new features into it. Now, among the things that got re-engineered were the graphics engine as well as the AI system, which is something that a lot of people will definitely notice throughout the gameplay of Black Ops 3. There's a lot of incorporation with the AI, so obviously that has to be upgraded and added to a little bit more of an overhaul than we actually normally saw in previous titles. But the graphics engine, that includes something very big, that being a new renderer. With that being said, it's hopeful that we can see constant frames per second and native resolutions being held steady, at least for consoles. PC, you can always switch in and out of those types of things. You can crank it up to 4K resolution and up well over 60 frames per second as we're promised right now on PC. But for the actual console platforms, PlayStation 4 is right now guaranteed native 1080p and 60 frames per second, that being a solid standard, something that will not change or dip below. Xbox One, as we know, it's not really anything that we know of just yet. There are rumors that it will be up to 1080p native, but the way that Call of Duty and other games have been on Xbox One, some of the hardware stuff just doesn't work out, and it really can't get up there. So the renderer of this had to take into account all of the new features here that got added into the game's engine, and then also be able to take that with the speed, with the maps around it, other players, and other features to the game itself, and then be able to render that out in constant 1080p 60 FPS gameplay. That's something that would be very hard to do, but as the developers say, the extra year of the development process did help out tremendously, and they say that they got it down to a millisecond scale, which is extremely good when you're talking about how fast things render and what that can do for the game. So the things to take out of this, we aren't actually getting an air quote brand new engine from this year's title, but rather we get the honest truth where it's built up tremendously off of the Black Ops 2 engine, and that is actually going to, in turn, after being heavily modified, help out the gameplay tremendously, and we're definitely going to be able to see and actually feel that result from that upgraded game engine. So that's where we're gonna end the video up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Again, I'm still kind of stuck on the fact that we get the plain and honest truth that this isn't an air quote brand new engine. So how do you guys feel about that actually being revealed to us, that it's not a brand new engine, but rather it's going to be just upgraded off of Black Ops 2's engine, heavily modified in various different regards. If you did like the video, be sure to like, rating down below, any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace. If you would check that, I was greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 content, any new news information. You guys know exactly where to find our ID for my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. My name has been Espresso. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.